Good morning. Or whatever time of day you're seeing this, but it is morning right now. I am mostly awake. And hopefully get left alone. So we're back with some Orwell, believe it or not. I did say I would maybe get to it, and so I have. I also might be frozen in time. There we go. At least if I'm frozen now, I'll be smiling. I'm not frozen. Performance mode again. So this, if anyone remembers at all, it's a game where I can't really watch chat greatly. I don't think I can adjust the screen size. No, I cannot. So, I will be checking chat occasionally, the game will freeze, any sound will stop, yada yada yada, just in case anything's going on. I highly doubt anything will go on, but it's safety, you know? I'll be honest, I don't totally remember everything from last time. I should have gone back and watched the VOD, I just didn't. But I do remember at the very end, we had a very angry Raban Vart, and, you know, his group of people's voice still rallying with him. And I think he said that Orwell exists. That sounds familiar, and we're not responding. That sounds familiar to me, that he said Orwell exists. And, saying Orwell exists tends to not go well for certain people. Usually, you know, with arrests, or with Orwell falling apart. Because, you know, kind of hard to be secret surveillance if everyone knows you're surveilling. But. We're gonna get on into the game. Just gonna check over here. Oh, day 2 summary. Yay. Was it really only day 2? Wow, I did not do much. You're back again, just in time. We have need of you. Raban Vart nabbed us with that article on Cassart yesterday. It's gone viral as we expected. The situation is heating up. Right, we kind of failed to get to it in time. Of course, President Cassart could not leave it at that. He filed an extradition request this very morning for Vart. Prime Minister Blaine has shifted his schedule to fly out to Triflith and meet Cassart, convince him of letting go, or else all hell will break loose. Raban Vart might have taken a severe blow, but he is far from giving up. Instead, he fired shots. See for yourself. Which one? This one? None man a hypocrite. Nope. War is inevitable. Come on. War. Can you believe it? Who does this prick think he is? Agent, this has to end today. Vart will no longer undermine the peace in neither Parges nor the nation. If it's war he wants, we can accommodate him. We have our own arsenal, the likes of which Vart doesn't dare to dream about. When Orwell was created, the office requested a number of additional features beyond the day-to-day tasks of investigators. Some top-level government members objected. They had the obnoxious idea to integrate an ethical codex into Orwell, limiting its capabilities. Naturally, this would not do for us. We are the nation's wardens, and we won't be restricted by some arbitrary set of rules. So we found a way, as we always do, to develop a branch of the Orwell project, the very piece of software you're using right now. Time to make use of its full potential. Behold the Influencer, the centerpiece of our very own version of Orwell. Not even the government has a clue this thing exists. It can spread a story through social media channels efficiently and thoroughly, and I am putting you in charge of it. First, we need the thesis, a key statement which Raban made in his latest article. Come on. Doesn't want to drag today. The government? Dragging his family in the conflict? They should have clearly opposed Raban's actions, and nothing would have happened. Well, we will counter this claim accordingly. Let me set that in the Influencer. The government has willfully dragged Vart's family into the conflict. Here we go. Here's how this works. We can't simply make up and randomly spread stuff. Instead, I need you to get me palpable information which can be used to counter Raban's statement. From pairs of data chunks that create a certain context together, I can construct a narrative which can then be spread in the Influencer. So find me data chunks to construct a narrative form. With the thesis set in the Influencer, new data chunks may be discovered in old documents or call transcripts. Take a look around. I know it's the new one, but still. Well, not new, but the one with an actual mark. My. Why would anyone be enraged about such a bagatelle? Does it hurt when your own reality proves to be fake of art? What's a bagatelle? Alright, give me a second. I gotta look that up. Be that as it may, we can surely utilize the circumstance for our own good. Open bagatelle. 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 Trifle. Alright. It's not strong enough on its own, though. Keep looking for something to reinforce this face with. Alright. I'll take this one. Could it be that our action caused a bit of trouble among the ranks of the People's Voice? Good. I don't feel that's true. Yeah, injured by lawsuit. Hey, look, it's Harrison. Harrison. Investigative catastrophe. If you're not willing to go all the way with me, you're against me. You've been in my way for far too long already. His own brother is an editor, so... Raban is becoming more and more unhinged, sensing betrayal around every corner. First, he wants nothing to do with his wife any longer, now this. One could easily get the idea Raban Vart's family members aren't quite as important to him as he claims. Let me compose him a narrative from what we've got. How Raban Vart is terrorizing his wife and brother after he learned their affair. Agent, the first narrative is ready to be spread through the influencer. Do so. Drag it to the slot in the influencer window and confirm. Using the influencer is extensive and takes about an hour of time to complete. We'll only get very limited chances of spreading narratives today. Make sure they count. However, I should probably warn you, what's out there is out there forever, and information can be a most devastating weapon. You know, if you do the honors, sure. Save Karen and Ilya. They've uploaded. Very spiderwebby. Okay. The first information spread by your command alone. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of truth, isn't it? I believe we pulled the right strings there. People have sold the bait, as you can see on Blabber. We had some good impact on his listener count. I have no doubt Raban won't let go so easily. I wouldn't be surprised to see an appropriate response from him soon. Perhaps you can find out what he is up to before he is actually publishing it, so we can prepare our next narrative beforehand. Okay. Destroy the media monsters. We will always fight back. In the dark caves of the endless information network they lurk, get any innocent victims standing in their way. As for now, I shall call them media monsters, the government apparatus designed to control our minds. These awful creatures who cannot be considered human are again trying to damage my family members in order to get to me. They cannot tear us apart even though you've already stated you're not loyal at all. Basically. His family is loyal to him? Oh please, I wonder if Raban believes himself what he writes there. In any case, let's see if we can shake up that feeling of loyalty a bit and prove Raban wrong, for himself and for the public. Agent, get me pairs of data chunks from which I can construct narratives that we can spread. Pay attention to anything we might use to put Ilya or Karen's loyalty to him in doubt. Okay. Well, considering she's stated she doesn't want to leave, but it's a conflicting data chunk. Oh, banned access. I should focus down first. Private. Save protocol. Okay. Hey, lovely man, how are you today? Hey, not so good. What happened? I stood in the lunch line for 1.5 hours, and then there was nothing but bread left. You know I'm not at all fussy with food, but after not having any lunch for the last 2 days, it stresses me out. The guy at the food handout told me to f off if I didn't like it. Oh my god, I have no idea how you can stay so calm. It makes me furious even hearing about it. I would have exploded a long time ago. Guy at the office canteen talked to me like that, I'd get him fired. You know you can't compare this place to an office canteen. I know, it's just, how is it even legal to treat people like that? Calm down, love. I don't mind people being assholes. they're just stressed out themselves. What really bugs me is that nobody really gives a shit about anyone here. Everyone is just trying to get by without being hungry or tired day by day. Hang in there, darling. Never forget you're a real hero. To the others and to me. I love how you always want to help me, but please stop saying that. It makes me uncomfortable. You're far too modest. You should be proud of what you've done. Anyway, not much longer now. I can't wait. By the way, I picked a location. I think we could have a beautiful wedding ceremony at Bonton City Park. I just want it to keep it small and in the open air instead of renting a huge venue and making a big fuss about it. Plus, I think it'll make for some really nice, serene photos. Anything you want is fine for me. I swapped them. Anything you want is fine for me. But Karen, you are sure you want this, aren't you? I'm getting the feeling I've been rushing you into something that might not be good for you. Raban, come on. You didn't rush me at all. It was my idea. You want this? If you want it, I am absolutely sure. I love you. Yes, I love you too. Then let's do it. Well, that's my bad. Doers, of all places? Bah. But if Karen wants to move away, that might be worth something to us. Yes. Alright, I'll do a little bit for Ilya. Just because I'm not 100% sure on certain things. No. Oh, that was the end, that's why. Aha. Aha. Now what do we have here? If that isn't an affront to loyalty, I don't know what is. He wants to go to Doers. She has an interest in Dan too. That's almost too much to be a coincidence, right? I can most certainly construct something out of that. We now possess one narrative we could potentially spread. However, we can only hit Raban after he has published his next article. We'll need to bide our time for the moment. He'll use that time to dig for more narratives. Get me everything that could be of use. Alright. Okay, he's just been there. E-ticket is empty. Does it really matter? I'll do it anyways. We got time. Glenn cancels meeting for surprise visit. Griffith. Gonna take your new number. Or that's not your new number. Or it just doesn't care. So what am I missing here? Honest question, what am I missing? don't... Lock, no understand. No understand. Yeah, I don't understand. Very picturesque. Maybe you can find a photo somewhere. That's what I'm hoping. Don't really remember where I go. Might be this. No, that's the rehabilitation site. That is not correct. The album. I can't say words. Permanent residency is granted upon marriage to a citizen for the spouse as well as family members. A questionable thing if you ask me, especially if the circumstances of that marriage were to appear shady. Well, we want to talk shady possibilities. How awfully caring of her, or maybe not. This could be useful to make Raban doubt Karen's motivation in marrying him, but we need the right context first. I'm gonna ignore this one. I'm just gonna focus on him being apathetic. Considering the trauma he endured when his school got bombed, this comes as no surprise. But I did get an article. Their love is but a fake. How sad. Karen intended to observe Raban and doesn't really love him. Yes, there's a strong narrative in that. But also, he intended to escape at any cost. I said he intended. It did drag over there. Come on. Getting out at any cost. This fact that Raban was able to leave the camp through marrying Karen screams sham marriage for you. Well, soon it might do just that for everyone else, too. Oh, he still hasn't published his article. That's a shock. Normally this guy just wants to publish. This one's driving me crazy. Because I've done everything that I see. Oop. Ticket ball is empty. Butters, eggs, bacon, shoes. Well, I don't really see what I need to get from there, which is not a good sign. Any old stuff useful? No. See, I don't want to do this unless I see the opposite. I'm sure this can be changed. That's just rude. This man was actually nice and decent. Ron got better all of a sudden. Something important must have happened at that time. But I can't look into it, can I? No. So I do really need to... I half want to look up a guide to see what in the world's going on, but that would take time. Although we got time. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna keep just clicking around though. I'm gonna do this one on my phone, which I did not have turned on. Just to be safe. Oh! Turn it off. Because that was... Okay, that wasn't it. Well, maybe it was it. That was it, okay. Never mind, phone. You go back off. Alright, I can put a password in just to turn it off. Quitting. Just get away from his brother. Let's see, there we go. That's something good. Not surprising with a brother like that. I could make something out of this, but we need a little extra to dramatize the story more. Eh? Oh, he just published his article. We can strike now. I was not done. That's no pending article draft. Oh, it didn't give me anything extra anyways, so... surface is life wants to I would love to spread two, because I want this one and this one, just to put the nail in the coffin. But I prefer this one because it is grounded in a lot of facts. Like, maybe not perfect fact, but a lot more fact than the other ones. Happy with what you've achieved? Milking that affair some more was the obvious way to go. Nice and personal. Ron has taken a blow, but he's not going down yet. Speaking of which, let's check on what he is up to writing. I just wanna see what got posted here. That you want to leave the People's Voice in Raban. It's just like back then in Purges when you got your poor parents, Anastasia and Milovan, in trouble. You're nothing but a dirty traitor, yeah. Ooh. Blatant conservative. Or conspiring against the people. No, 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 no. Falling back into old habits, are we? Bart is trying to shift the attention to Blaine and Cassart's meeting. It's a one-of-a-kind opportunity for him to back up his conspiracy theory. Reports say that there are already people gathering in front of the presidential palace where the two are meeting, attempting to stall the talks in the name of the People's Voice. We cannot let his claim go unchecked, or the situation there might escalate, not on our watch. If he's into conspiracies and hidden agendas, how about us playing the same game? I'm certain you get me enough information to let me construct our own little conspiracy theory. Keep in mind, we have to hit Rabal and Bart hard this time, very hard. We must break his follower base. Alright. Well, this is one wants us to start with. In what kind of trouble? That's a wonderful, wonderful question. Something's going on over here. Interesting. We have Parisian people. Our government is corrupt. The Khazar regime was never interested in protecting the freedom of the Parisian people. More and more opponents of our government have been arrested, and we have to stop watching and start acting. The Parisian people will no longer sit and watch their country be taken away from them. We have to start resistance against Demjan Khazarit and his authoritarian administration. Yes. There's no news that we care about. Oh boy. I don't know your password, Ilya. I will try your uncle's name. It won't work. It will work. Huh. The revolutionary is... They're connected to... Okay. Drafted. Truly horrible. Thing and as a punishment for what? Maybe they deserved it. I didn't really mean to click on it, but I read fast enough. They weren't members of the FTP, were they? Orban openly criticizes Khazard all the time. I doubt we can gain any benefit from knowing his parents may have done the same thing. Alright. Seems that investigator you paired with got the bombing's perpetrator. I'm impressed.
Hello?
Hey.
Karen, I didn't expect you to call. How did things go between you and Raban?
Let's not talk about that. Instead, let's talk about this thing that has been spreading through the grapevine.
Thing? What thing?
Oh, you know, that you're headed out of Bonton to start anew, accompanied by your sister-in-law. The quote-unquote love of your life in defiance of your tyrannic brother. You know, that thing.
Oh, listen, Karen, I don't know how that got...
How the hell is that little tidbit supposed to calm things down between Raban and I? Also, when were you planning to abscond with me, huh? Why would you write those things? You know how easy comments are thrown about online.
Karen, listen, I was tired of the secrecy. Sure, it might have been arrogant assuming you would leave with me, but I just couldn't hide how I feel about you. I want this to be real between us. And we sure as hell can't make a real attempt in this town. Not now.
So true.
Not after everything that has happened.
Then why wouldn't you tell me? Why spread it online? Now, the worst thing is, despite everything, I'm almost flattered. I can't believe you've put me in this situation, but thinking about it, I can't just leave my patients behind. I need to take care of them. As for Raban, well, I need to take care of him too.
Karen, please. You can't seriously consider going back to Raban after this. Come with me, please.
Part of me wants to, but I just can't. I have a patient list a mile long, all of whom need me. Especially that veteran. I can't just leave her behind when she seems to be regressing.
What do I have to do to convince you? Name it. I will do it. I will.
I fear there is nothing you can do.
I see. Then please understand that I cannot wait for you. I leave for Dewhurst this evening.
I understand.
If you change your mind, well, let me know. I'll pay for your ticket.
Got it. Ilya,
Yeah?
I'll miss you. Take care.
You too. Goodbye, Karen.
Bye.
Oh. That's super sad. They should have ended up together. That's sad. I'm curious whether that worked out, or what it took to convince McKay. Me too. Yeah. Well, she did something new. That's the same. New trash? No. Yep. That actually might push her to, well. I really don't see how any of this is helping us, but... It seems they were literally closer than we thought. Oh. Is this the moment?
Karen, it changed your mind?
Ilya, I screwed up.
Hey, what's wrong?
Read the news?
Nope, I've been actively avoiding it.
They got the person behind the bombings. It was Nina. My patient Nina.
Oh no, that's terrible. I'm so sorry.
I fucked up, Ilya. Fucked it all up.
That's not true. How were you to know?
I did. I couldn't save her. I knew something wasn't right with Nina, and I didn't tell anyone. And then she turns out to be behind the bombings. Because I thought I could help her solve her issues on my own. Now, all those people, it's all my fault.
Listen, you did what you thought was right. You can't predict that someone will just snap like that. You're not responsible for anything your patients choose to do. Just like you aren't responsible for Raban's actions.
That's not all. I got an email from my employer. They're questioning me. I need to write a statement.
Screw them! Let's get you out of here. For real this time. You need to take care of yourself for once.
Maybe you're right.
There's still time to come with me.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming.
Great! I'm gonna buy you a ticket.
I'll meet you at the central station. The train to Dewhurst, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Need to pack a few things first.
Wait, what about Raban?
I'll say I need to fetch some things from the office.
Good. Be careful, though.
I will. See you there.
Yeah, see you there, Karen. Don't worry. Everything will be just fine. I promise.
If I submit this... Are they making a run for it together? Sweet. Too bad it's nothing we can officially spread at this point, but it's definitely something that Raban isn't going to like. Yeah. He was drafted by the military. They tried to get out of it. The army of Purges forcibly recruited a lot of men into their ranks when the conflict with the FTP erupted anew. It seems Ilya has been no exception to it. What's going on here? I'll be back to that. This is stuff I want to add at the end of the day. He got punished. His parents were kidnapped as a punishment. Poor Ilya. Love was such a burden. There's a powerful narrative in that. Good, we have narrative again. We cannot spread it yet, though. Not before Obama publishes this article. Keep searching around. Here, some other... So she is the daughter of Elizabeth Levine. Against this backdrop, it's quite remarkable Karen professionally counsels refugees. Why, what's with their... Oh. Military politics, other ways, exclusive interview. So she's against immigrants. Okay, that makes sense. I certainly didn't expect them to be that close, to be honest. Good for us. But before we can put any meaningful blame in Karen's direction, we need a more concrete detail to spice it up. I'll do this one. By that, Vart may have drawn fire directly to the school. Why would he consider such a thing? How mindless can you get? He deserves to go down, and so he will, by her hand. There's more here. Oh, no. There was more back here. But I'm gonna just... want this. Just make a deal. And that's how he got his... No, he never got his brother. He got drafted. But... So this is why Oleg and Raban met at school. They had some kind of protection deal going on. Sounds extremely dumb to me. Bob might have done this in order to protect his brother as he had promised. Still, this would let him look quite bad. So why not go for it? Oh, I agree. Bob published this article. The time to strike back has come. You can go on searching for more material to create narratives from, though. Please take your time. When ready, strike for Bond Vard as hard as you can. We need to make this count. Oh, I already plan on it. Let me tell you. Lovely picture. I just want to look through her stuff a little more. Party issues, blah blah blah. Meet Elizabeth. Alright. Said there was another connection somewhere, though. Or I thought it did. Maybe I'm imagining things. Could just be this. Children. So it was before they get attacked. I like this one. Because technically, if true, which it seems like it is, yeah, endangered the lives of kids. It's all spread and done. The fact that Raban made the deal to help his brother decrease the impact our narrative had. Good work. but not good enough. Raban is still around and he still has a loyal follower base. So what absurdities does he dare to claim this time? Sorry, I thought someone was about to come in and interrupt me. Come on. Here we go. This attack on was portrayed by the nation. He is blaming the nation for his own fault. Our own army attacking a school. We're the peacekeepers. It's high time to turn things around. This has to end now. We cannot let these preposterous lies stand. We will destroy Raban Bart. You will. Now. Get me something that shows beyond any doubt that the nation isn't the one to blame here. Okay. That's it. Fuck this guy. Karen, don't come. Why? What's going on, Ilya? Raban cannot stop talking shit about me. He never will. And I just had my fill. No, let's just go. Let's go. I'm sorry, but I can't. I gotta make something very clear to my brother first. Don't. Ilya, don't. Please. Oh. No, he doesn't. He's a liar. Professional liar. He needs to be rendered harmless once and for all. David Johns again. You had mentioned him before. Regardless, it doesn't matter what role he had with the People's Voice. What matters is only the destruction of Raban. Unless... Yeah, but none of that seems all that useful, if you ask me. But I guess, if that's all there is... Wait, what exactly did Ilya lie about regarding his brother? How does this person leak confidential information to Raban Bart? It's very troubling news. I'm not aware of any one of our own people with this name, though. I'll turn this David Johnson to target person who may want to investigate if you so desire. Remember, though, that Raban Bart remains the primary target of something to obliterate him with. That is, in fact, the plan. Raban Bart, the only civilian. I don't see any hint to his students there. Thought he rescued a lot of his students. Apparently not. Here comes his article. We must end this. Get me a narrative. I don't have a narrative. I don't have any form of narrative. That's David Johns. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. At one time. This is how he ended up with us, yes. I don't have time. People, the power of the people. What did he do to deserve that? What happened there? That's the question. Okay, children died. All of my peoples died in the bombing of Province Secondary. Cannot believe it. This man, this fraud, to claim he saved the students' plight we should have known. We should have known a long time ago. This is what Ilya must have lied about for him. All these lies make me sick. There's a silver lining. This is all we need. No need to construct an narrative. This itself will be his undoing. Bring him down. Bring him down. Think about it. There's a promising option. So alright, we could try and put all the blame on him while exposing the lie. So we hit both. No. I want his brother okay. I like his brother. Oh my god. Take a look at Blabber. You need to see this. See what? I'm here. This ignorant, miserable bunch. There's still far too many people standing by the people's voice. We have failed. This is it. We failed, plain and simple. Our efforts are for naught. The riots before the presidential palace rage on unchecked. All you can do is hope for what? Rabban Vart started an announcement. I fear for the worst. This is the end, Agent.
My dear followers, those of you who still remain, the story that has finally been spread by the despicable government mouthpiece. It is... Ilya, what are you doing here? I'm in the middle of a...
I don't care what you are in the middle of, you self-servicing asshole. Just stop. Stop spreading this fabricated bullshit about me. Your followers, they are harassing me already, threatening me.
Think for a second, brother. Those are all lies. Why would I treat my own brother like that?
Treat your brother like that? Those words from your mouth. Do you want to know why I invented that story of you saving those kids at private secondary? To give you hope again. To make you revered once again. Admired like you were by the children you taught and who looked up to you. I created that story to make you feel great again. Or so I thought. Instead, I created a monster.
A monster?
But I can undo this mistake.
Put my revolver back down. At once.
I've had it with you, brother. You will neither bully me nor anyone any longer.
You're not going to shoot me, you worthless piece of shit. You've always been living in your dream world, disconnected from reality. All you do is imagining things, but you never act. Neither now nor... Shit.
Fair. Very fair. Oh, is that the end? That's the end. That was... Huh. I really wanted to go into that one guy, but I guess if that's the end, that's the end. Loyat, thank you for the follow, and hello, and thank you for calling me cute, though I am not. Gee. So we've hit the end of Orwell. So unfortunately, you came in right as we're ending things. But I appreciate the follow and I guess being called cute. I guess. Yeah, there we are. We've completed Orwell. Ignorance is strength. There are of course other endings possible. I'm certain because we kind of failed the end there, but thank you. But that is our ending. That's the ending we've earned, and that's the ending we're sticking with. May do another full run through at some point in the future, starting with the first game, and just make different choices. Just see what happens. It's fun to have choice. The next stream shall be Friday evening, specifically. But I wanted to finish off Orwell. I've been saying that for the past, I don't know how long. I just wanted to finish it off, have some fun. And here we are. We finished it, had that fun, and I wish Ilya and Karen would have escaped together instead of Ilya going back, but that just how it be. So for now, thank you for watching, and thank you to the people who watch the VODs. I still highly appreciate that, and farewell until next time.